All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Let's talk about Kaspa, see what is happening with the price of Cas, and of course, what we could be expecting. Some major developments. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for reaching out, wondering where I was. If you did watch my market update, I kind of indicated what was happening, but we're back on schedule, so let's get right into it. If we're looking at the overall market, you are seeing pretty much once again, quite a bit of red across the board. But what you're seeing, Kaspa up 11.4%. One of the top gainers, if not the top gainer in the top 100 coins. If you're looking at it on the weekly time frame, it's up 20.3%. And the craziest thing right now that a lot of people are not paying attention to is that over the last 1 month, right in front of you, you have the screen, and pretty much everything right now is down double digits. Yes, of course, there are some handful of coins that are in the green, but look at Kaspa. It's up 25.5% on the monthly time frame. So it's holding up really good against the broader market. Now let's hold on a bit and kind of reflect as to what we've been noticing. So what you did end up seeing was, when Kaspa had that initial run, and then you started to see other crypto projects, popping off, March, April, going into May. And then, in those times, Kaspa was lagging behind. And once again, you're seeing money flowing back into Kaspa, and Kaspa is pretty much close to its all-time highs once again. And that speaks for itself. But let's take a closer look, see what is happening and what we could be expecting. So before we get into it, as always, just a quick disclaimer for everyone. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrencies. So looking at the Kaspa's price, it's currently sitting at 17.8 cents, up 11.3% over the past 24 hours in USD and Bitcoin. Comparative market cap at about $4.26 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at $110 million. So not bad at all. Kaspa is showing significant, moves within its price. But what exactly is the catalyst behind this? And, I want to really speak a little bit more on this and, kind of reflect the price and see if we're noticing a trend right now. I have spoken about this specific thing, not about this announcement that I'm about to share with you. I'm sure a lot of people know about this announcement, but there's some specific pattern that I'm noticing now. And the specific pattern that we spoke about is kind of making more and more sense now that we look at it. So of course, as you can see, Bitcoin miner Marathon DH is diversifying its revenue by mining Kaspa token of Kaspa currency. It's already mined about $15 million worth of tokens since September. And again, these are sophisticated, businesses that understand how crypto works, understand, the hype factor. And there are these, massive, companies that actually have people that deep dive into projects to see the potential. And the fact that Marathon DH, which is by far one of the biggest, it is one of the biggest mining companies. It's, mining Kaspa. Guess what? This is going to attract more eyes automatically towards the project. And, as far as mining goes for Kaspa, this is not anything new. If you are a part of the Kaspa community, I'm sure you guys know there's some viewers on my channel that have become multi-millionaires. Yes, that's correct. I've heard so many stories. I have viewers on my channel that have become multi-millionaires by mining Kaspa way early on when it was like 0.000 something. And at that time, no one was really paying attention to it. And those are the early comers. And at this point, of course, there's more people that have eyes on Kaspa. A lot of people, are wondering if this proof of work layer 1 is going to be the next big thing. Again, it has a lot to prove. Smart contracts need to launch. We know about that. But, the hype factor, and obviously the layer 1 aspect to it is really giving it a lot of attention right now, and it is giving me early beginnings of Cardano. I'm not going to lie. Of course, you cannot compare right now Kaspa to Cardano. You just can't. I know the Kaspa, Moon Boys are going to come out and say no, it's much better. The technology might be much better than Cardano, but Cardano has such high market valuation, it's such a high presence, and its DeFi sector is a huge, large, cap that you cannot compare right now. But that does not mean Kaspa cannot be the next bet, and that's what people are betting on. That Kaspa is that next big thing. Is that going to happen? Again, only time is going to tell. Of course, this is where you do your own due diligence and research, and if you like it, then you are the ones that are the decision makers, no one else, of course. But let's take a look at what's happening with BTC. So we know what happened with Bitcoin at this point. If you watch my market updates, I kind of indicated that Bitcoin is looking a little bit shaky, especially after the FOMC meeting, and we actually did end up seeing this pullback, and this did not catch me off guard at all. We anticipated this. But let's take a look at Kaspa, because the way Kaspa is holding right now speaks for itself and tells you that Kaspa's momentum right now is quite bullish against Bitcoin. You can see this for yourself. We did see that pullback, so of course the entire market saw that retracement, and Kaspa is not going to be an exception. We saw Kaspa hitting an all-time high this month, but it was able to retest these 78.6 Fibonacci retracement levels. So again, we spoke about this before. We do tend to see massive swings on Kaspa, a lot of volatility, huge amounts of volatility with the Kaspa price. Reason being, again, let's go back and discuss that. Reason being is lower volume. Less exchanges have listed it, so it's way too easy for a bunch of massive whales to come together to really shake out the price of Kaspa. And you see a massive swing. This is not a small move by any means. Take a look at it. You saw Kaspa dropping about 30%, and then it's making its way back up right off the bat. And of course that is due to the Marathon DH announcement, because that is again a massive announcement. And you could see Kaspa's pretty much back in the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level right away. So Kaspa around this time was reaching all-time highs, and we hadn't really heard any crazy bullish news. So as I said earlier in the video, you're starting to notice patterns, and this is insiders. When you tend to see projects moving up with this types of move, these are insiders that know something that other people don't, and they're picking up Kaspa at a massive rate. And you did see Kaspa making some crazy moves, and I think this is a huge catalyst. And when you see these types of announcements, then your confidence as far as listing goes increases even more. Of course, there's a lot of regulatory components that go into it. You cannot just list a project right off the bat. I think there's different categories. Meme coins don't really bring utility, but I think the projects that bring utility, there's different regulatory requirements compared to meme coins. Again, that's my own personal opinion. I'm basing it off of what I think. But so far so good. I'm loving what I'm seeing with Kaspa, especially the close in the 23.6 fib zone speaks for itself. Obviously, we do have some resistance, but it's looking like Kaspa wants to break towards 20 cents officially and actually starts heading towards all-time highs. We're going to keep very close eyes on Kas. Do let me know down below what you guys think. Love you all. See you tomorrow. I've been Crypto ZX, and peace out.